Hey viewers, welcome to my YouTube channels where I tell beautiful stories. Stay tuned. Thank you. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Lagos State, Nigeria, there worked a nurse named Aisha. She was diligent and compassionate. Aisha was known for her exceptional care and unwavering dedication to her patients. Her tall stature and commanding presence added to her aura of strength and grace, earning her the respect and admiration of both patients and colleagues alike. In fact, she was called the Amazon Queen. Aisha was the only awarded nurse in Anthony's hospital. Despite her stellar reputation, Aisha's success and professionalism evoked jealousy and resentment among some of her colleagues. They were envious of her skills and the positive attention she received from the hospital management and her patients. However, Aisha remained focused on her work, never letting the negativity affect her dedication to her patients' well-being. One fateful day, Aisha had just finished a difficult shift and was yearning to go home. When it was 8 on dot for her and her colleagues to hand over and leave for their various homes, the head nurse named Joy called to inform Aisha she would be 1 hour late. Aisha was unhappy because Joy was always coming late whenever Aisha was working. She felt she was being malicious. Aisha, however, volunteered to stay back while the other 2 junior nurses left. Aisha was left on the ward with 1 male support worker. She thought all the drama was over, but a severely injured patient who was involved in a car accident was rushed into the hospital. Aisha, being the upright and ethically moral nurse she is, she sprang into action, tending to his injuries and stabilizing his condition while waiting for the call doctor. Little did she know that the patient was the last child of the wealthy and influential businessman called Chief Ibrahim Danladi. Aisha's compassionate and professional demeanor caught Malik's attention. Despite the pain he was experiencing, Malik found comfort in Aisha's presence, as she went above and beyond to ensure he was comfortable. When she left for the night, Malik was constantly asking of her from the head nurse called Joy. Nurse Joy was abrupt with him. She made Malik feel unwelcome and uncomfortable during the night. Malik was always looking forward to the shift of his favorite nurse. Over the course of his 2-month stay in the hospital, Malik realized that he was not the only one struck by Aisha's exceptional nursing skill, but also other patients that came in contact with her loved her very much. Aisha was everyone's favorite. Slowly, he fell in love with her, and he also named her the Queen of Sheba. But he knew Aisha would never be involved with him because he was her patient. After his discharge from the hospital, Malik maintained contact with Aisha. He kept sending her bits and pieces of his love for her. Every day of the week, Aisha receives a present from him. Soon, their relationship blossomed. News of Aisha's romance with the son of the prominent businessman spread like wildfire through the hospital, stirring feelings of jealousy and disbelief among her colleagues. They could not believe that someone like Aisha, who had started from humble beginnings, could have all of these blessings, perfect job and perfect boyfriend. Not everyone shared in the celebration of Aisha's success. One of Aisha's colleagues, Joy, had always harbored feelings of jealousy towards Aisha. Joy felt overshadowed and overlooked because of the continuous praise from the hospital management. Aisha received all of these praises while Joy felt neglected. Now, this man should have been my man. Aisha stole him from me. He was my patient that night. He was. Joy thought to herself. One day, amid the backdrop of Malik's blooming romance with Aisha, Joy's jealousy reached a boiling point. Joy concocted a devious plan to sabotage her colleague. In an act of malicious and ungodly intent, Joy fabricated a story of a medication error supposedly committed by Aisha. Crafting a web of lies and deceit, she spread rumors throughout the hospital, insinuating that Aisha had endangered the life of a patient through a grave mistake in medication administration. Sadly, the said patient has an early onset of dementia and couldn't contradict the story of Nurse Joy. The false accusation sent shockwaves through the hospital, casting doubt on Aisha's integrity and competence as a nurse. Despite the lack of evidence and Aisha's spotless record of patient care, the rumors began to erode the trust and support she had worked so hard to earn. As the allegation gained traction, Aisha was faced with the daunting task of defending her professional reputation and proving her innocence in the face of betrayal. The weight of the false accusation took toll on her, threatening to undermine her relationship with Malik and her standing in the hospital community. Amidst the turmoil, Malik stood by Aisha, unwavering in his support and faith in her character. Aisha reviewed her medication course, whilst necessary test was carried out on the patient. Nurse Joy continued to gloat over Aisha's situation. She watched Aisha like a hawk whenever she is serving medication. Despite this ordeal, Aisha continued to be professional and provide the best possible care to patients. One day, an incident occurred in the hospital garden. This led to the clinical service manager watching the CCTV starting from the first day of the month. He found a clip of Joy making phone call to a friend about the medication error lie she told against her enemy. The evidence of Joy's malicious lies, the hospital administration were informed. This led to disciplinary measures taken against Joy. Joy was sacked and Aisha's reputation was restored. The other nurses rallied around Aisha, offering support and apologies for their initial doubts. The experience ultimately strengthened the bonds of trust within the hospital and shed light on the destructive power of jealousy and deceit. Though the betrayer had tested Aisha's resilience, she emerged with an unshakable resolve, and her relationship with Malik only grew stronger in the face of adversity. Thank you guys for listening. Please kindly subscribe and visit again. I'm going to be dropping more videos. Thank you very much. Drop your comments, please.